suffering. I need you like I need air to breathe. I need you to save me from me. I'm caught in your wave, I'm drifting away. I need you to save me. Please don't let me drown. 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 Whoa. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. I'm drowning with all of this darkness surrounding. You need me like you need air to breathe. You want me to save you from me. I know that you're trapped inside this wave. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna save you from me? I can't see you drown. 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 Whoa. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. It's a toxic addiction. You're a guilty affliction. Yeah. I can't breathe. I need to get some air, but it's a toxic addiction. You're a guilty affliction. Yeah. You can't breathe and you just need some air. Yeah. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe.
Maybe mom and dad were right when they told me this wouldn't be nothing. Maybe I should take their advice, go get a life, or maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. 'Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Northmor Golden Knights 4-2 on the season. Danville 1-4, but you flip the calendar, take those records out, and start anew as we get into the meat of the KMAC schedule. It's the first KMAC evening of games in 2025, and it's coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have with pregame coming your way next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We welcome you inside the First Federal Community Bank pregame show for this KMAC Saturday night between the Golden Knights of Northmor and the Blue Devils of Danville. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi, coming to you live and free from the castle, and a Happy New Year to one and all as we get back into the heart of the KMAC schedule. So big that the band is even here this evening. Let's get right into things. Take a look at the team spotlight for the Blue Devils of Danville High School. 1-4 under head coach Steve Lyons, 0-3 in conference. You see the last three games. 67-47 to Cardington, 71-56 to Fredericktown, 67-51 to Newark Catholic. They've allowed 67 plus points in their last four games, averaging 54 points per game, giving up 63 points per game. Averaging 55%. They shoot well inside the two-point range, 36% free, but they need to get things going from the free throw line under 50%. One of the players that has to get going tonight, if they want a chance at Northmor, is Ashton Spaulding, leading the team with 14.8 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. There he is. He is one of the tops in the Knox Morrow Athletic Conference when it comes to points per game, rebounds, and assists. One of the keys for the Blue Devils of Danville. Before we move any further, let's turn it down to the floor to the Northmor Pep Band for the playing of the national anthem. Well done by the pep band from Northmor High School. Now let's take a look at the team spotlight for the Golden Knights of Northmor. 4-2, 2-1 in the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference under head coach Blake Tackett. They are co-champs in the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference from a year ago. Knocked off Crestline here. A tough loss to Cardington and Delaware Christian, their last 2 losses, but those were, the Delaware Christian game was the 3rd game in 3 days they had, and then Cardington, they just could not get the shooting going. They scored 22 points in that 4th quarter versus Cardington. After only 28 in the first 3 quarters, they have to build off of that 4th quarter. They want to continue the winning ways, scoring 58 points per game, giving up 50, shooting 57% from 2, 29% from 3, but they're really well from the free throw line. They got to get that 3-point percentage going, though, if they want to be one of those complete teams playing for a KMAC championship. And one of the players that has been good but wants to get going a little bit more is Jax Wenger. 16.8 points per game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, averaging a double-double. Now let's take a look at the keys to victory first for the Blue Devils of Danville. Free throws. I said a very bad free throw percentage for this team. They need to get those going in extra possessions, as in don't turn the ball over. They need to keep possession, keep getting possessions to keep up with this Northmor squad. And for the Golden Knights, their keys to victory. Reset. It's a new year. Reset everything and speed things up. If you speed things up, you will be in good shape turning over the Blue Devils. And we are underway from the castle. Aiden Mickley gets it inside, layup shot knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Danville as Carson Proper could not get the bucket to fall. Wes Payne against this man-to-man defense for Northmor. Out to Spaulding for 3, just off the mark. Rebound taken out by Jax Wenger. Here come the Northmor Golden Knights on their first possession. Wenger into the lane, backs things out, gets it to Trevor Brubaker, and he will reset the offense 30 seconds in. Brubaker back out to Wenger. Danville matching up man-to-man as well, with Spaulding guarding him. Right side to Cole Cuffman. Cuffman backs it out front to Brubaker. Now over to A.J. Bauer. 3-pointer up for him. Got it. Nothing but net. A.J. Bauer on the board for 3. The Division VI Offensive Player of the Year at quarterback for the football team that made the Final Four now hits the first 3 points of the night. Back come the Blue Devils. Skip past the Spaulding. Gets it inside. Spin move. Layup. Good for Carson Proper. Quickly back ahead. Wenger is going to get fouled as he drives the baseline. We'll take a look at our first Northmor Athletic Boosters replay of the night. Bucket was on Proper. The foul also on Proper. And the Golden Knights will inbounds underneath the bucket. It's into Wenger. Wenger spins off the glass, just off the mark. Rebound fought for, taken out by Wes Payne. Wes slowing things down, working it around the Mickley. Mickley back out to Caleb Lucas. Lucas drives, kicks it right side to Spaulding. Spaulding now into the lane, working it around. Wes Payne fakes the 3, gets it back into Spaulding for the easy lay-in. It's 4-3 Danville. Great look inside after the 2-man game. Brubaker now on the other end, takes it down the lane, loses the handle, turns it over. Right in the hands of Lucas, and he gives it up to Payne. Payne across midcourt, 2 minutes in, 4-3 Danville. Proper gets it back out to Lucas. They'll reset. Wes Payne. Both these teams with football players on that made long runs. Both teams to the state Final Four in Division 6 and 7. Into the lane was Payne. Payne with a tough shot gets it to fall. 3 different Blue Devils in the book already. It's 6-3. Cuffman, step back, for three, just off the mark. Rebound to Danville. Payne across the timeline. Kicks it back out to Spaulding. Now out to Mickley. Mickley left side working it into Spaulding. Spaulding double team. Somehow gets it out and gets the bucket to fall for Carson Proper, and Blade Tackett will have to take an early timeout. As what a pass inside by Spaulding. And it's an 8-3 lead. What a start by the Blue Devils here tonight. Proper with 4, Spaulding with 2, Payne with 2, and the lone bucket for Northmor, the first one of the night, by A.J. Bauer, 3. So just underway here from the Castle on the Andy Bauer Edward Jones scoreboard. Danville with the 8-3 lead. Out of the timeout, Golden Knights will look to regroup. Backdoor cut to Wenger. Wenger kicks it back out to Bauer, who saves it. No, he did not. Stepped on the line. We'll take a look at the replay and see if he did or not. Wenger back out to Bauer. Bauer did not step on the line. He must have said it hit the referee on the way around. Nonetheless, it's a turnover, the second on the Golden Knights, and Danville will have a chance to extend on its lead. Payne gets it right side to Spaulding. Danville leading 8-3 early on. Danville also led Fredericktown 20-14 after one. So this Blue Devils squad, they have the ability to put up points. Spaulding double team, trap, gets it to Proper, then back out to Ashton. Double teamed again, trying to get it in, and that'll be a tie-up. As Isaac Kincaid with the muscle. It'll be a turnover. Golden Knights, Brubaker, top of the key. He'll drive in, loses the handle. Third turnover. Back comes Danville. Payne into the lane. He'll get fouled, and he will get free throws at the midway point of this opening quarter. That'll be Isaac Kincaid's first foul. First free throw, up and in. Payne with his third point. Second free throw off the mark. Cuffman with the board. 1 of 2 goes Danville. Quickly ahead, right side, 3 is short. And taken out by the Blue Devils. Ball's on the floor, though, stolen back. And it'll stay with the Golden Knights after the turnover. Trevor Black into the game for the Golden Knights. Wenger looking for a screen from Kincaid, gets it. Gets it over the Black, back to Wenger. Wenger straightaway 3, off the mark, no good. The cold spell continues after the opening bucket by the Golden Knights, 9-3. 5 minutes in. Lucas over to Spaulding. Spaulding straightaway to Proper. Payne. Now to Lucas. Looking for the slip to Spaulding. Spaulding give and go. Ball fake, and it's turned over. Third turnover on Danville. Wenger is going to get fouled by Caleb Lucas. Take a look at the replay. And yeah, just got bumped. It'll be the second foul on Danville in the first quarter. And referee's timeout. The talk. And I think they're going to ask to dry off the court down here. So I think the condensation timeout is complete. Northmor will get it on the inbounds, down 6. Into Kincaid, back to Wenger, thought about the 3. Gets in, Euros, puts it up, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Danville. Had the look, just didn't get the fall. Back comes Wes Payne. Out to Caleb Lucas, left side to Spaulding. Patience there into Spaulding. That'll be a jump ball, and the ball will stay with Danville with 2:34 left here in the first quarter. Kaufman got his hand in there to get the jump. Inbounds the Proper. Proper with the handoff to Mickley. Now to Spaulding, will try the 3. Too strong, but an offensive board. Danville out rebounding Northmor 6-2. Payne. Over to Mickley. Mickley over to Lucas. Lucas looking. Danville being patient here on their offensive possessions so far, and they're getting good looks because of it. That shot just wouldn't fall, but another offensive board. Inside the lane, counted and one. Aiden Mickley on the bucket. Fouls on Trevor Brubaker, his first, team's second. As Kincaid and Kaufman will check out, Bo Landon and Wenger after a quick break come back in. 8-point Danville lead, 1:57 left in this opening quarter. Free throw good. Four of the 5 Danville starters in the books so far. Bauer out to Black. He'll try a deep 3 off the mark, and a rebound to Danville. One and done goes the Golden Knights once again. Back comes Payne. Payne inside, too strong, turned it over. Wenger yet to get on the board tonight. Over to Bauer, who has the game's only 3 points for the Golden Knights. Kicks it back out to Jax, now into the corner to Brubaker. Brubaker driving in the paint, puts it up off the rim, and another rebound to Danville. Lid on the hoop for the Golden Knights so far. Straight away to Proper. Now to Mickley, looking inside to Spaulding, couldn't get it to him. Give and go, deflected, stays with Danville. Lucas almost loses the handle. Out the Payne, Payne handoff. Spaulding, they work it around to Lucas again, looks inside, and we're gonna get a foul. Here's the replay. And they'll get Brubaker wrapping around the defender. 41.4 seconds left. 12-3 Danville. Got to get it in. They do to Payne. Back out to Lucas. Lucas tries to drive. No call. Off the glass, no. Rebound to Northmor. And then we'll get a foul on Danville. Foul's on Lucas, his second. Our good friend, Ken Parrott, accidentally mentioned the wrong number 4. Although both number 4s now with 2 fouls in his first quarter. Golden Knights will hold for the final shot, looking to get a bucket here before the end of the quarter. They only have 3 points. Wenger getting a screen from Black right side. Nothing there. Tries driving into the lane, pulls up with 2, got it. Wenger hits at the buzzer to get Northmor on the board. They got the first bucket of the game and this last bucket of the first quarter. As they trail though, 12-5. We'll be back.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
So we talked about our players to watch, but how about our second players to watch, our KMAC matchup? I call them the sidekicks, Wes Payne and Trevor Brubaker, both second leading scorers for the teams. 12.5 points for Payne, 14.5 for Brubaker, both just under 4 assists, and 3.2 and 2.3 rebounds per game. So we begin second quarter action, Golden Knights with possession. Wenger deflected, but gets back to Kaufman. Out to Black. Black fakes the 3, gets into the lane, scoops it off the glass and in. Trevor Black's first bucket. It's 12-7. Spaulding. Golden Knights going into 1-3-1. Looking for the trap. Josh Byers in the game for Danville. Turnaround, too strong. Northmor rebound. Wenger over the Bauer. Bauer fakes the 3. He'll drive into the paint, get it out to Kaufman. Kaufman over to Wenger. Wenger skips it to Black. He'll try the deep 3. Just off the mark. Long rebound to Wes Payne. Just underway second quarter, 12-7. Northmor on a 4-0 run. Mickley to Spaulding. Now over to Byers. Byers misses everything. Rebound to Black. Ahead to Bo Landon. Landon's going to drive in. Euros up off the glass, and no, it doesn't go. Back comes Spaulding. Over to Byers. Byers jump spots back to Spaulding, and they'll reset as he hits it to Payne with 6:05 left in the half. Proper into the corner to Spaulding. And it's deflected off of Black's foot. It'll stay with Danville. Isaac Kincaid will check back in and give Bo Landon a break. Just get it in, out to Wes Payne. Hands it to Spaulding. Spaulding over to Mickley, now into the corner. Left hand short, Kincaid with the board. And a water bottle came rolling onto the court. Waterboy accidentally kicked it over. And since Northmor had possession, when that happened, they will get the inbounds. Wenger, deep three, got it! Jax Wenger now with 5. He's starting to heat up here. It's 12-10. 7-0 run for the Golden Knights. They're back down 2. Danville now looking to answer that. Spaulding. Back to a 1-3-1 go the Golden Knights. Into the corner and Mickley. Mickley, middle to Proper. Proper right side Spaulding for the answer. 3, no. Kincaid gets the board. Back comes Wenger. Wenger, left side Bauer, back out Kaufman. Kaufman fakes the 3, gets into the lane. Now to Kincaid, layup missed, but a foul. And Isaac Kincaid to the line to give the chance for Northmor to tie this back up. First foul on Byers. First free throw off the mark. Bo Landon will check in for Cole Kaufman. Kincaid 0 for 5 from the free throw line. Make it 1 for 6. He hits one. 12-11. It's an 8-0 run by the Golden Knights. Payne. Back over to Spaulding. As we approach the midway point of the second quarter. That's a deep 3. Hits the back iron into the hands of Cole Kaufman. Kaufman down the baseline. Kicks it over to Bauer. Bauer fakes the 3. He'll drive in. Mid-range jumper just off the mark. Kincaid fights for the rebound. Gets it. Fighting underneath with Byers. Kicks it over to Kaufman. Kaufman, he goes in the lane. Now to Landon. Landon fakes the shot. Now he drives. He puts it up. He's fouled. And will go to the line with a chance to tie and maybe take the lead. Second foul on Josh Byers. Landon in and out on the first. Bo, a 57% free throw shooter coming into this. And he keeps with that, hits the second, and we're tied. Caleb Lucas checks in. Under 4 to play in the half. Tie game at 12. Golden Knights on a 9-0 run after it was 12-3 at the end of 1. Or 12-4, I should say, because of the shot at the buzzer. Wenger, he'll drive it down the lane. Underneath the hoop, he lost it, though, out of bounds. Fourth Golden Knight turnover. Payne gets it over to Byers. Skips it back around. Now into the corner of the Lucas for 3. Just off the mark. Rebound fought for by Spaulding, and then Kaufman comes out and gets the jump ball. It'll stay with Danville. Black in for the Golden Knights. Proper back in for the Blue Devils. Spaulding works it around left side to Mickley. Mickley back straight away with Proper. Now to Payne. Payne crosses over. Kicks it back out. Under 3 to play in the half. You hear the crowd starting to get into this with the Golden Knight defense. Spaulding picks up his dribble but gets it back over the Payne. Proper drives off the glass. No. Rebound to Wenger. It's an empty possession again. Quickly ahead, Landon. Landon lays it up and misses. And back comes Danville in a 12-12 game. Payne almost lost it. Gets it back, and then Cuffman able to strip it back out. It'll stay with Danville underneath the hoop, and we'll get a Blue Devil timeout. Northmor on a 7-0 run here in the quarter. We are tied at 12. I want to welcome everybody watching live and free on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you back out here. On this Saturday evening. So out of the Danville timeout, both teams using one so far in this first half. Spaulding will inbounds. Gets it into Payne. Payne over to Lucas. Then back to Proper. 2 minutes left in the half. Proper backing things out again. Danville's been held scoreless the last 8 minutes. Spaulding picks up his dribble, gets it back out the west. 1:33 left in the half. Working around the two-man game. Inside, finally a layup goes for Danville as Proper gets his 6th point. Lucky bounce his way, and Danville gets the lead back 14-12. Wenger. Bauer on the left side patiently gets it over to Brubaker. Brubaker. Top of the free throw line out to Black. Black fakes the three, drives in, floater, foul. They'll get free throws. That'll be West Payne's first. And with 1 minute exactly, Trevor Black to the line for his first free throws of the night. 75% free throw shooter, 3 of 4 from the line. Make it 4 of 5. Second free throw. Good. We're tied up again. Under a minute left in the half, 14-14 the score. Payne gets it to Spaulding. Spaulding. Danville possibly waiting for the final shot of the half. Northmor will get possession to start the second half. They turn it over. Golden Knights now with a chance. Wenger, full head of steam, left side. Brubaker, open three. Got it, nothing but net. Brubaker hits Northmor's third three. They lead by 3. First lead since 3-0. Danville now, Payne at the elbow, picks up his dribble. Right side, Spaulding with 3 seconds. Got it! And that is how the half will end as Ashton Spaulding hits Danville's first 3 to take us to the break. 17 all after 1 half of play here from the Castle. We'll take a break and be back with the First Federal Community Bank halftime report after this. Live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tonight's KMAC action brought to you live and free on the OH Report, thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy Bauer, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care about most, Andy can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. The Killbuck Savings Bank, community banking. It's what we do, it's who we are every single day. The Northmor Athletic Boosters. Northmor Athletic Boosters raise funds to support our Golden Knights student athletes, coaches, and community. Go Knights! Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free tonight.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Halftime here at the Castle, and we've got a good one, a defensive battle so far. 17-17 the score at the break between Northmor and Danville. Travis Berardi back here in North Bloomfield Township on this cold Saturday night. As we take a look at the halftime statistics. 7 field goals for the Blue Devils. 1 of those are threes. Northmor, though, 5 field goals, but 3 of them coming from beyond the arc. It's one of the reasons why they've got this back to 17 all. Northmor 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. 2 of 3 is Danville. 5 turnovers for the Blue Devils, 4 for the Golden Knights. They're out rebounding Northmor 13-10, but that rebounding margin was much more at the start of the game in the first quarter. 12-5 Danville in the first, 12-5 Northmor in the second. For your 17-17 score, some individual scoring. Ashton Spaulding, 5 points. Carson Proper, 6. Wes Payne, Aiden Mickley, both with 3. As for the Golden Knights, Jax Wenger, 5 points. Trevor Black, 4. A.J. Bauer and Trevor Brubaker with 3 each. Bo Landon, Isaac Kincaid with 1 each. Caleb Lucas, Josh Byers, both with 2 fouls for Danville and foul trouble. Trevor Brubaker with 2 for the Golden Knights. That's the most of the foul trouble we've had here so far tonight. Want to say hello once again to everybody watching live and free on YouTube tonight. Coach Bradford of Loudonville watching it. Thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Can't wait to get a couple of your games on the OH Report this season. Hope you are doing well. Hope you had a good holiday break, sir. As we are just about ready to go for second half action. Golden Knights in their home whites, yellow lettering going from left to right on your screen. Danville in their away blues, white lettering going from right to left. Brubaker takes the opening handoff, gets it to Bauer, back to him. as we are underway. Golden Knights went on a 7-0 run to get back into this. Brubaker's spin won't fall. Knocked around. Bo Landon with the rebound. Gets it to Kaufman on the elbow. Back out Wenger. Open three for Jax. Nothing but nylon. Bo Landon helped aid that one with the big rebound. Wenger wide open. He hits that more often than not. It's 20-17. Golden Knights back in that 1-3-1. And they get a turnover out of it. Here comes Brubaker. He's fouled, counted, and one. Trevor Brubaker on the steal, takes it up strong. Give the foul to West Payne is second, and the Northmor Golden Knights with its largest lead of the night. 5 points, it's 22-17. Brubaker, like we said, out of the first quarter break, one of the sidekicks for the Golden Knights, averaging double figures. Short on the free throw, though, and the rebound out to Danville. They get the trap on Spaulding, but he works his way through it. Deflected by Wenger, but into the hands of Proper. Proper in the lane, spins, doesn't hit any backboard. It's deflected out, but it will stay with Danville here as we've gone over a minute gone by in the second half. Northmor on a 7-0 run to tie things up at 12. Both teams went 5-5 the rest of the quarter. And Northmor again on a 5-0 run to start second half action. Mickley gets around Bauer to Spaulding and picks up his dribble, gets to Mickley in the corner for three. Off the back iron, but an offensive rebound by Caleb Lucas. Gets it to Payne. Payne inside the Proper. He's fouled, but doesn't get the bucket to fall. He'll get 2 free throws. That should be the first foul on Cole Kaufman. Proper, 6 points so far. Looking at that, misses the first. Danville, as a team, a 47% free throw shooting squad. Tonight, they're 2 for 5. Misses both. Bauer gets the muscle rebound. Bauer in the corner. Gets the cut to Wenger. Wenger puts it up. Contested, misses. Back come the Blue Devils. They trail by 5 here with 6:10 left in the third. Spaulding back over to Payne. Playing a 2-man game out front, now into the corner in Mickley. Mickley loses the handle, nearly stolen by Wenger. Nearly a walk, but Danville somehow maintains possession. And now a timeout as the cap for the volleyball court. So after the stoppage for safety issues, Danville will get it back in. Wenger and Brubaker with the lone buckets so far here in the second half. Spaulding with the floater, got it to go. Spaulding with 7. Back come the Golden Knights. Brubaker over the Wenger. Wenger driving right side, pulls up, puts it up and in. 10 points for Wenger, the first in double figures. Back to a 5-point lead. Payne back out to Spaulding. Golden Knights staying in this 1-3-1 that's helped them out since that first quarter. Gets it inside, Bo Landon with the steal. 7th Danville turnover. Quickly ahead, Brubaker over to Bauer. Bauer thought about the 3, but gets it back out to Kaufman. Kaufman drives left side to Wenger. Wenger thinking about driving. He goes in, he pulls up, fades away and gets it. Timeout. Danville as Jax Wenger is feeling it here in the third quarter. 7 points in the quarter. 7-point Golden Knight lead with 4:42 left. Jax Wenger, 16.8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, averaging a double-double. He's that guy for the Golden Knights this season and starting to light it up here. 12 points, now getting close to his average. There are the Golden Knight cheerleaders. Danville led this game 12-3 with about a minute left in the first quarter. Then the Golden Knights at the end of the first into the second went on a 9-0 run to tie things up and then have taken over here in quarter three. Golden Knights looking for the quick trap, unable to get it. Braylon Kaufman now into the game. He tries a three, just misses. Offensive rebound, won't go. And A.J. Bauer comes out with it. Wenger, right side to Kaufman. Kaufman, he'll get into the lane, kick it left side. Brubaker open three, got it. Second three by Brubaker. He's got 8. It's 29-19 with 4 minutes left in the third. Inside, offensive foul. You know with Cole Kaufman that he'll get at least one in the game, and he does right there. As Kaufman lowered the shoulder. Bauer. He tries the three, too strong, rebound out to Wes Payne. Danville looking to get something going here in the third. Payne gets it right side to Kaufman, just inside the three-point line, short. Isaac Kincaid with the board. Gives it to Wenger, and Wenger now to Kaufman into the corner. Brubaker along the baseline, kicks it left side Bauer. Bauer, he'll drive it in. He'll float it with the right hand, short, gets his own rebound. Back out to Wenger. Wenger, right side. Does Brubaker have another? No, but he's fouled and will get 3 free throws. Payne did not allow him to land. We'll take a look at the replay one more time. But he did not allow him to land first before the box out. And that will give Trevor Brubaker 3 free throws. 0 for 1 from the line here tonight, though. That's the third foul on Wes Payne. And he misses another. (29-19) the score here with 3:15 left. Third quarter, he hits the second. 9 points now for Brubaker. Got 2 of 3. 31-19. Golden Knights staying in the 1-3-1. They forced 8 Danville turnovers so far. Inside the Proper. Proper against Kincaid, throws it away. Make it 9. The height of Isaac Kincaid shut things down there. Bauer. Out to Wenger. He'll try another 3. Give it to him. Jax Wenger. 10 points in the third quarter. He's got 15, 34-19. Bauer nearly gets the steal. Works around. Kaufman for 3. Airballed, out of bounds. It'll go to Northmor as we take a look at Wenger's third tray of the night. Brubaker to Kincaid, top of the key, but gets it stripped away. 5th Northmor turnover. Caleb Lucas with it, gets it over to Payne. Out to Kaufman, back to Payne. Looking to get it inside. Proper outside, 3 for Spaulding. Off the back iron, offensive board, quick put back off the glass, no. A 3rd attempt, give it and 1. Spaulding. Just worked through it, deflected off of Kincaid, and he was able to get the bucket to fall and cut this down to 13, possibly 12 with the free throw. 2nd foul on Isaac Kincaid. He hits the free throw. 10 points now for Spaulding. Brubaker bump, but gets it to Wenger. Now around the black, and now to Bauer. Inside, beautiful execution, counted in 1. Take a look at the passing, the cut, the screen, and the bucket. That'll be the 3rd on Caleb Lucas. Looking for his 13th third quarter point. He gets it. Under 2 to play third quarter. Golden Knights up by 15 now. Byers in the corner. Entry pass to Mickley. And it will go to Northmor. Turnover. 10th Danville turnover. Brubaker hands the Wenger. Heat check. Just off the front iron. Kincaid gets the board. Brubaker to Bauer. Bauer ball fakes. Floats it off the glass. Too much. Almost saved. It is by Bauer. Bauer to Brubaker. Brubaker spins. Floats it up. Gets it. Kincaid with the save. Bauer saved it as well and gets the points. And on the other end, we'll get a foul on Trevor Black, his first. And that will send Carson Proper to the line for 2. Actually, they're going to give it to Kincaid. That'll be his 3rd foul. So with 58 seconds left, Northmor up 17, but 2 free throws for Proper to get it back to 15. Misses the first. Proper 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Short on the second, and Bo Landon gets the board. Ahead to Brubaker. Brubaker in the lane, backs it out with 48 seconds left. Now gets it to Landon. Landon spins up and under, back out Brubaker for 3. Short. Black with the rebound, no. Bo Landon with the rebound. He can't get the fall. Wenger gets the rebound, out to Bauer. Bauer into the corner. Brubaker open 3. Yes! Golden Knights taking advantage of a couple offensive boards. It's a 20-point game. Ball inside. It'll stay, but take a look at this play by Trevor Brubaker. Trevor with 15. Him and Wenger both with 3 threes each. Open 3 for Mickley off the mark. And Jax Wenger with 12 seconds. Gets it to Black. Black along the baseline. Reverse layup. No. Knocked out. It'll stay with Northmor with 7.3 left. Out to Bauer. 6 seconds. 5. Over to Wenger. He'll try a 3. Just off the mark. Black with it. He'll try at the buzzer. It's blocked. And that is how the quarter will end. But the Golden Knights have exploded for a 20-point lead after 3. 42-22 as we head to the fourth.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to be entering its second year of media sponsorship for local nonprofits.
We've partnered with Crawford County Now to offer nonprofits a podcast and a radio spot.
First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A 25-5 third quarter has the Golden Knights up by 20 at 42-22. Travis Berardi back here at the Castle on this Saturday evening. First Saturday in 2025. And the Golden Knights, after a very slow start, have really heated things up thanks to 13 points in the third quarter by Jax Wenger. Northmor nearly gets the steal, and they will. Landon to Brubaker. Brubaker into the lane. Scoop, no call. Gets the board, back to Danville. Quickly ahead. Layup, good. Aiden Mickley with his 5th point. 42-24. Bauer on the other end, passes it to Landon. Landon fouled and will get free throws. That'll be Spaulding's first foul. And Bo Landon to the line for 2. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Got the first. Second free throw, short, rebound to Danville. 7:20 left in the game. Skip past to Payne. Payne inside. Ball lost. Back into the hands of Northmor. Wenger all the way the lane. Lays it up. No, but he's fouled. Fouls on Payne, his 4th. Jax hits the first. 2 for 2 tonight. Second free throw off the mark. Rebound to Mickley. Throws it off the deflection. No, not deflected. Turned over. 13th Danville turnover. Wenger out to Kaufman. Now to Bauer. Looking for the cut. They get it to Wenger, but he's going to get fouled. That'll be Carson Proper's 2nd. Team's 3rd of the quarter already. Just a reminder, 5 fouls in a quarter gets your team to the line for 2 free throws the rest of the quarter. Wenger loses the handle, turns it over. Spaulding into the lane. Euros too strong. Byers with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul on Kincaid. That'll be his 4th. I believe it was before the shot, so it'll be a Danville inbounds. They do the off the back. Spaulding puts it up. No! Out of bounds. But to Northmor, take a look at the play. Spaulding, that's a smart move. Just right off the back of Cuffman, but Kincaid over just enough to deflect it. Full court pressure by Danville. Wenger gets across half court past the double team. Into the lane, puts it up, and he's fouled. And it's that pushing down movement by Byers. If he would have stayed straight up and down and not made that arm movement, it would have been a clean play. Wenger misses the first. Second free throw off the mark as well. Danville with the board. Wenger's missed his last 3 free throws. Spaulding will split 2 defenders, kick it right side to Kaufman. Kaufman into the lane, gets it to Proper. Proper throws it away. 14th Danville turnover. Golden Knight 20-point lead here with 6 minutes left. Brubaker gets past his defender. Into the lane. Ball on the floor. And Blade Tackett will get a timeout. Take a look. Brubaker tried that quick pass into Kincaid, but there were 3 Danville players there. Kincaid able to have his hand on the ball just enough. And we'll get the timeout. Since the 12-5 first quarter by Danville, Northmore's held the Blue Devils to 10 total points, 5 in the second, 5 in the third. Outscoring them by 27 in the last 2 periods to give them the 20-point lead. Nice crowd on hand here, the lower bowl. Pretty much filled on the Northmor side, about half filled on the Danville side. And then we have many fans sitting behind me as well in the upper deck. Braving the 14-degree weather outside right now. But, you know, probably want to get out before that snowstorm that will drop probably nothing on us comes tomorrow evening. Brubaker with the inbounds underneath. Gets it right to Wenger. Wenger can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Knocked out. And it will stay with Northmor. Into Wenger. Wenger back to Brubaker. Brubaker around the defenders. Forces one up. Too strong. Rebound. Fought forward. Taken by Danville. Quickly ahead. Inside. Byers. Layup. Foul. Free throws coming. That'll be Jax Wenger's first. Josh Byers with his chance to get his first points of the evening right here. First free throw, off the mark. Black and Landon will come back in for Northmor. Caleb Lucas in for Danville. Second free throw in. Byers 1 of 2. Wenger into the lane. Jump stop. Gives it to Landon. Landon can't get the layup to go. Closely contested. Back comes Danville, down 19. Spaulding with the Euro gets it to go. He's got 12. 44-27. Brubaker into the corner. Trevor Black for 3. Yeah. Black's first 3. He's got 7. Inside, Byers, ball fake, extra pass, layup, no, offensive board, put back, no, but a foul. Foul will be the third on Trevor Brubaker. First free throw in. Caleb Lucas now on the board. Second free throw is true. He gets both, 47-29. Brubaker nearly gets it stripped from behind, but gets it back out to Kaufman. 4:30 left in regulation. Over the Black. Black another three-point attempt. That one short. Rebound to Kaufman. Spaulding through the 2 defenders. Passes it. It's saved by Lucas. Then back out to Payne. Kaufman open in the corner for 3. Again, off the mark, but an offensive board by Lucas. He puts it back up and in. 47-31, lead 16 for Northmor with 4 minutes left. Kaufman works his way through the lane, backs it out, and they'll reset. Brubaker back over to Kaufman. Kaufman, top of the three-point line. Works into the corner to Brubaker. Fakes the 3. Drives. Loses the handle, but it goes to Black. Over to Kaufman. Kaufman, he goes baseline. Deflected right back into his hands. Out to Brubaker. Wide open. 3 is short. Bo Landon with the board. And a foul. So Bo Landon muscled his way through that and gets another possession for Northmor. And actually, that's the 5th foul, so it's a bonus. That's Lucas's 4th, the team's 5th, and Bo Landon will get 2 free throws. First free throw, good. 3 points for Bo, all from the charity stripe. Misses the second. All 3 times at the line, he goes 1 for 2. Payne into the corner, and Lucas. Lucas skip pass, stolen by Wenger. Wenger looking for the dunk. And a timeout, Northmor. Showtime. (50-31). Wenger's got 21. And that might have put the exclamation point on this one for the Golden Knights. He got rim. Once again, want to welcome and thank everybody for watching. Wyatt Lauer. Go Knights. Northmor. A bit of a trap game because on Tuesday night, they go to Fredericktown for a big game. Golden Knights a game back in the KMAC. Can't afford six games into the conference slate to have 2 losses. But after a tough first quarter, it looks like the Golden Knights been able to recover and take care of business. Three in the air, off the mark. Offensive rebound. Lucas puts it up and in. 6 points for Caleb. Full court pressure. Northmore's got to get across the timeline, but Blade Tackett, noticing that, will call a timeout. He'll have 1 remaining. .241 left in regulation, a 17-point Golden Knight lead. Possession arrow favors the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights also in the bonus. They have 1 foul to give before Danville is in the bonus. Isaac Kincaid for the Golden Knights with 4 fouls. Wes Payne, Caleb Lucas for Danville, both with 4 fouls. Josh Byers with 3 for Danville. Trevor Brubaker with 3 for the Golden Knights. And again, Danville with its full court pressure. Home run ball to Wenger. Short, but somehow Jax gets it back over the Bauer. We saw that Bauer to Wenger connection a lot on the football field. Why not here? Brubaker into the lane, up and in. 17 for Trevor. Both him and Jax over their season average. Corner to Mickley. He puts up a 3, airballs it, but an offensive board. No. Knocked out. We'll go to Northmor as we take a look at the Brubaker layup. In to Wenger. Works it around. Brubaker with 2 minutes left. Skip past Bauer. He'll try the 3. Off the mark. Too strong. Rebound to Danville. Quentin Kaufman now in the game for the Blue Devils. That's turned over. 15th turnover on Danville. And we'll get a foul. And Wenger will be back at the line. Both teams ready to clear the benches. Wenger misses the first. And an applause for the starters. Got the second. And he will check out with a game-high 22 points. That is the output that Coach Blade Tackett needs from his leader. Final 95 seconds. Pass inside, layup, got it. Mickley with 7. They get across the timeline. Camden Spencer had a good JV game. Working the point. Gets it stripped out, though. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Danville. Now Kyle Knight checks in. He'll replace Trevor Black with 1:02 left. Kaufman lost the ball, stepped on the line. That's ahead to Braden Cole. Cole, double teamed, lost the handle. Final 40 seconds. Kaufman. Corner 3 off the backboard, rebound to Northmor. Spencer across the timeline, bumped, and he will get free throws. So Spencer now has a chance to get in on the board. And he does. Second free throw, true. Final 20. And that should do it. And we're going to get a walk with 0.3 seconds. So an inbounds will finish this off. And there we go. That'll do it. The Northmor Golden Knights knock off Danville 55-35 to move the 5-2 on the season. We'll take a break and be back with our post game after this. You're watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It is the one, the only, Jax Wenger. Game high 22 points, 13 in the third quarter to help Northmor get that 20-point lead and then move on to the 20-point victory. First of all, congratulations, Jax.
Thank you.
First quarter, 12-5 Danville. Shots weren't just falling for you. They weren't falling midway through the second quarter. Then something just clicked. What clicked for you guys? Because from the midway point of the second quarter to the end of the game, you guys were just rolling.
Yeah, we just knew we had to step it up. Coach Maddox said after the game, there was no secret to, what we were doing to come out with a win. We just hit shots in the second half. We came out with energy. We knew we had to pick it up, and that's what we did.
And then what about for you, that third quarter? You just went on everything. You had one heat check at the end of the quarter, just rimmed out. But other than that, you were feeling it. Just was it just more getting back comfortable after the Christmas break, the holiday break, or what went on there?
Yeah, I don't know. My teammates in the second half, they were hitting shots, so I think it gave me energy. They were finding me. We were playing great defense, and obviously that always leads to good offense. So I think it was just the overall energy in here. My teammates picking me up, and I was able to finally knock some shots down there.
So you get by Danville. Next up, 3 days from now, you're going to Fredericktown. Last time you were there, they took one from you to earn a share of the KMAC championship. What's it going to take on Tuesday to get some revenge?
Yeah, we just have to have focused weeks of practice, or days of practice, obviously. Last year, they beat us at their place to take the solo championship in the KMAC from us, so we're going to have to play our game as normal and do what we do.
All right, Jax, lastly, as always, you want to give some shout-outs. Go for it, my friend.
Shout out to the fans tonight. They were great. They gave us great energy in the second half.
There you have it. Tonight's MVP, Jax Wenger, game high 22 points, 13 of which came in the third quarter. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to be entering its second year of media sponsorship for local nonprofits.
We've partnered with Crawford County Now to offer nonprofits a podcast and a radio spot.
First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here to wrap things up inside the First Federal Community Bank post-game show. Golden Knights 20-point winners over Danville, 55-35. Travis Berardi back here in the castle for the first time this season for the boys basketball squad. As we take a look at the final statistics, 14 field goals for the Blue Devils. One of which was from the three-point line. Northmor 17 field goals, 8 threes. That's what they needed to get going from beyond the three-point line. They did tonight. Danville out-rebounds Northmor 31-24, but turns the ball over 16 times. 6 of 12 from the line. Northmor 13 of 23. Score by quarter, 12-5 Danville in the first, but then Northmor answers with a 12-5 second. Then they go off big. A 25-5 third quarter. Then both teams even things out 13 all in the fourth. Individual scoring to finish out the night. 12 points for Ashton Spaulding, 7 for Aiden Nickley, 6 for Carson Proper, 6 for Caleb Lucas, and 3 for Wes Payne. Jax Wenger leads all scorers for Northmor, 22 points. 17 points for Trevor Brubaker, 7 points for Trevor Black, 3 for AJ Bauer, 3 for Bo Landon, 2 for Camden Spencer, 1 for Isaac Kincaid. 55-35 the final. Northmor moves to 5-2 overall, 3-1 in the conference. Danville drops to 1-5, 0-4 in conference. Coming up next, Tuesday night, Danville hosts Coach Bradford and the Loudonville Redbirds, while Northmor heads to Fredericktown, a huge game with conference implications at stake. But that'll wrap things up here. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible this evening. Brandon Powell, as always, wonderful job on the camera work. And our sponsors, Andy Bauer, Edward Jones, financial advisor, our scoreboard sponsor. Killbuck Savings Bank, our MVP sponsor. First Federal Community Bank, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. The Northmore Athletic Boosters, our instant replay sponsor. Home and Kitchen Supply, our timeout sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, First Federal Community Bank, as well as Knox Community Hospital. I want to thank head coach Blade Tackett, who's also the AD here, for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSA for allowing us to stream you these games live and free. Northmor, after a slow start, picks things up and knocks off Danville 55-35. For Brandon Powell, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from North Bloomfield Township.